Good morning. You know, people wonder a lot. They say to me, you live in Minnesota, explain how the same state that brought Paul Wellstone also brings Michelle Bachmann. And I say there are complex reasons for that, but one of them is we have a Secretary of State absolutely committed to making sure that every vote counts. Whether it's a vote he would cast or a vote he would desperately wish were not cast, he will lay his life on the line to make sure that that vote can be cast. He became a statewide figure and a national figure during the most lengthy vote count of last election, that for Senator Al Franken. And he was there day after day, steadfastly making sure that democracy worked. It is a deep pleasure for me to introduce to you the Secretary of State of the great state of Minnesota, who is also an active member at the First Universalist Church in Minneapolis, Mark Ritchie.
Thank you, Meg, and welcome to Minnesota. We are so thrilled to have you here. There hasn't been this much love in downtown Minneapolis since the Twins won that World Series back in 1991, so thank you. This great city was largely shaped by the New Englanders, the Yankees, many of them Unitarians and Universalists who came here before the Civil War. They brought their values of devotion to liberty and justice for all, and they built this city with those values in the spiritual and religious community, in the political community, in business. The founders of my church, First Universalist, were some of those leaders, the first mayor of this city, business leaders like the Pillsburys, the Crosberys, people who founded our civic institutions, our orchestra, our foundations, and many other things that we enjoy today. That vision and those values, that dedication to freedom, to liberty, to justice, shaped the institutions and made this city what it is today, made this state what it is today. And we are the proud recipients and the inheritors of those gifts. But the people of this state also have always been willing to fight for liberty and justice. When President Lincoln called for troops to defend the Union, Minnesota's first volunteers were the first in the nation to respond. When Nazism and Japanese threatened the world with totalitarianism, a man running for governor here, Harold Stassen, said, "I will be elected, I will complete a budget, then I will resign and go to war to stop the Nazis and totalitarianism," and he did that. And he was so devoted to peace and to justice, President Franklin Roosevelt asked him to come, and he became one of the central founders of the United Nations itself. And when the civil rights struggle was threatened by the violence, the anger, the hatred, thousands of Minnesotans and many of our leaders like Hubert Humphrey responded, "We believe in liberty and justice for all, but we believe in fighting for those things as well. But when we fight for things that are important to us, we know we must do this within the bounds of civility and democracy." Our General Assembly has very important questions. We will debate them vigorously. But within a democracy and within a community of love, we come together, we move ahead, we make serious decisions. We know those decisions are for bringing us into a much deeper fellowship to create a better future for all. I won't be with you today. You might know today our absentee voting starts for our primary. We start picking our next governor and leaders today. I can't be with you today. But I want you to know that the love that you've brought to us is felt by the people of Minnesota for you, and that love will help us debate, that love will help us remember what democracy is about, that love will help us come to decisions that are faith-based and faithful to our values, and then will bring us together in deeper community going forward. Welcome again to Minnesota. Thank you for being here. I will see you again this evening and other times as well. Thank you very much, and bless you.